Yo, what is up, guys? So, I'm on my way home from work right now, and I figured since I'm doing the budget bobber build, I would swing into Walmart, because I'm going to be going by one here in a minute, to get some paint. Probably going to try to find some like high heat, fucking like high temperature paint so I can black the motor out. And then, because I'd like to get the motor painted and that kind of all tucked back together and get the carb back on, so that way it's like fresh in my head and I kind of remember where all the screws and stuff go. So I'm gonna swing in there. Probably while I'm there, I'm gonna also look for like a finer grit, like sanding block or something for straight like sanding down the gas tank and fenders and stuff, and then maybe get some clear coat while I'm there. And then I'm gonna, for all the black, I'm probably just gonna pick up some of that Rust-Oleum protective enamel, like a quart of it should be good. And then I believe I already have like thinner or mineral spirits or something at home, so I shouldn't need to pick any of that up. And then that stuff's pretty cheap. I think it's like $10 a quart or something. And then I'm gonna try to find some clear coat for clearing everything, and then I might even get the color for the tank and all that stuff, but that's probably gonna be a surprise. So but yeah, I'll take my phone into Walmart and I'll record everything, and then later on in this video I'll get to tearing some more shit down on the bike, so stick with me. Alright, I got the Rust-Oleum protective enamel, it's like 8 something. Got a sanding block, some tape to tape shit off, a couple tack cloths, some gloves, and 2 cans of primer. I can't find clear coat though, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. And then it'd be nice to have a mix cup and some of the mixing sticks. So I guess I'll try to look for them, and if I don't find them, then I'll hit up like a Advanced Auto or something. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting. These were like 3 something. Them were $3 for the gloves. These were like $1 something, and then just a couple bucks for the tape and $3 for the sponge. Fucking ground starting to freeze. Well, I just left AutoZone and they did not have a clear coat you can spray out of a paint gun, so I'm gonna try Tractor Supply. If they don't have it here, then I will go to Walmart again, I guess, and see if that other Walmart has it. Alright, so Tractor Supply was a bust. I'm on my way to a different Walmart right now, and I guess if they have any clear there, I'm gonna have to get it. I was kind of just looking for the Rust-Oleum cheap shit that I can spray out of a gun, but whatever they have that's not in a can, I'll probably end up getting it. And if they don't have anything at this Walmart, then there is another auto parts place on the other side of town that I will hit up and see what they have. The roads are starting to ice over though, because it's like raining out and shit. So I'm trying to find this shit quick so then I can start heading home. But yeah, I guess I'll let you know if I find it at this Walmart or not. Alright, so this Walmart in West Branch had it. Got the clear coat. This was like 20 bucks, which I'm pretty sure it only said like 14 on fucking line, but whatever. Might as well just buy it now. And then I got some other clear coats, and then I got that VHT or whatever high temp paint that I'm gonna be putting on the motor. So I got the shit. I'm gonna head home now and see what I can do to the bike. Alright, so I am back to my house now. Got all my shit set up that I got today. I don't even remember how much all this cost. I'll try to price it up right now real quick, and then you'll kind of get an estimate of well, how much this whole paint job and shit's gonna cost on the bike. So these were like $1. They're just tack cloths. This tape was like $3, like $4. Another $3 for gloves, which I'm not gonna use all them, and I will have them afterwards. Actually got these shop rags, and that hand cleaner shit was only $3 when I went to go get the VHT engine shit. But we're not gonna count that for being part of the paint job because I don't need it. So we're at like $6. This can was like, we'll say another $6, so $12. The sponge was only like 2 something, so 14. Another 8, so 22 plus 22, $44. These were all like 3 something a piece, so we'll say they're $8 for 2 of them, 16. So right around 50, 60 bucks
I'm gonna have this whole bike painted and completely gone through. Like I'm gonna be painting like blacking everything out, and I'll probably go over spots on the frame just so it looks brand new. But I'm gonna right now what I'm gonna do is get the motor cleaned up, probably take the headers off and the exhaust off. I'm gonna get the motor cleaned up and get the chain off. Try to get the motor just prepped so I can spray the motor. That's what I want to have done, is the motor painted, and then by the end of the day I'm gonna have the intake back on and the carburetor back in and the air box on, but not like the cover on it, because I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for a filter for it. But yeah, so that's my plan. Get the motor cleaned up and get the exhaust off first, and then I'll probably update you on where I'm at. So got the headers off. Actually, I got the full exhaust off, but dropped the shifter and the brake lever like down all the way. Or well, that foot peg, I still got to drop the brake lever. I took a little bit of mineral spirits, cleaned the motor up pretty fucking good, and then I hit it with one of these Brillo scorching pad fucking things, and then wiped it down again to try to get the dust off. And then so next I'm gonna drop that brake, so that's out of the way. I'll probably keep that chrome. Like there'll be a couple of things on here that are gonna stay chrome, but so I'm gonna grab some, like, I got plastic like drop cloth stuff, put that under there, and then I'm gonna spray this stuff and black the motor out. So then that will be done, and then while I'm waiting for that to dry, I will tear the carb apart. I'm not gonna like rebuild it or nothing. I'm just gonna clean it up and then slap the carb back on and kind of get the airbox button back up, and then they'll probably be pretty late. It's starting to get dark now. If I got time, I'll do more shit after that, but we'll see. So I got the motor blacked out. I never used that VHT shit before, and it said on the can, as long as the room's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, it should spray good. Well, it sprayed like shit, and it's like 60 degrees. Well, it was 60 degrees in here when I sprayed it, but it came out like real fucking chunky and speckly. It's like fucking tar. So I will probably never use this stuff again. But if you want to use it, I would make sure it's like 80 or 90 degrees outside when you spray it. Here is the sprocket cover. Like you can see the speckles and shit in it when you get all up close to it. But I guess from a ways away, it don't look too bad. It is kind of glossy look. It's like a semi-gloss, I guess. But I only paid $1,000 for this whole bike, so, and I'm trying to do budget bobber build, so I guess I'll give it character and whatnot. But the motor's blacked out now, so yeah, it turned out like shit. I wish it would have came out a little bit better. I guess if you want to use that VHT shit, go at your own risk. I definitely have gloves on when you do it, because that shit gets fucking everywhere. So it's drying up now. I just got the garage door opened to get the fumes out of here, because that shit's strong. But yeah, it's drying up now, and I'm probably gonna pull that shit out and get the intake and the carb back on, and then slide the air box back up to where it was, just so that shit's back together and I don't have it sitting off to the side. I need to put the foot pegs back on. I'll probably do that first, and then I don't know how much more I'm gonna get done tonight, but I figured I'd give you a quick look at it from ways back. It looks good, I guess. So when I'm riding it, hopefully it'll look good. Whatever. Alright, so I got the intake manifold back on. I got the carburetor back on, and it is completely hooked up. The only other thing that it needs is the gas line off the tank over there. And then got the battery stuff all back on. So that way I'm not like trying to guess when I go to put it back together. I don't know why this isn't focusing, but that way I'm not guessing when I try to put it all back together where everything goes. So that's all back together, and yeah. So on the next video, I'll probably be taking them shocks off and maybe cutting the back of the bike, and then all the chrome and shit up on the front. I'll probably be popping most of that off. Maybe the front wheel if I can rig up a way to keep it up in the air. But I'm gonna try to get all the chrome off and get everything ready to be painted black. And then I'll paint the tank and order all that other shit and should be good to go. Excuse me. But yeah, if you want to subscribe to any of my social media pages, all that stuff's going to be on the clip right after this, my little outro deal. But usually I post stuff on there when I'm working on it, so you won't have to wait to see it in the videos. You can see it kind of firsthand. But yeah, until next video, I'm out.